Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the greatest show on earth. I am your host, Angindra bint Violet bint Akatosh, the first of my line. I bring to you everything that is awesome in gaming. You have found what to play next. Let's get the camera a little bit. Come on in. Zoom in for the close-up. Zoom in for it. Alright. Where are we at? Save slots empty. Okay. So we find everything that's awesome in gaming. This is the best thing since sliced bread. This is the best thing since anything. We are playing the Council. The first chapter is free. So George himself is there, George Washington. You are a scruffy little nerf herder from France whose mother happens to be the leader of the Golden Order. So you're like a detective. You can specialize in a couple different things, so your character is very customizable. This is the first character-based adventure game I've ever seen. The next closest that I ever saw was the Longest Journey series because it was so focused on her friends, etc. In this one, you actually build stats. So it's more along the line of a Mass Effect or that sort of thing. But it's the exploratory. What it does is it takes it and it makes it closed world exploratory, as opposed to the King's Quest and so on. So we're out for a late night stroll. Elizabeth Adams is has been found in the manor. You can look at pretty much anything. So it's very straightforward here. We are crashing a party. Well, we got an invitation. Our mother disappeared at a party. So, let's see if we can not step it. The big manor. Elizabeth Adams showed up, and President Washington had thought that
Duke Manuel Godoy.
So, ooh, what's this? Hold on. We had a clue. We accidentally did 2 playthroughs. Our viewers were very supportive, so we decided to keep going.
A cache.
I just like snatched some coin. I actually had some of my collector's coins stolen before, so now I feel like feeling emotionally conflicted about my choices. So anyways, you're Louis. You are at an extremely illustrious party. And as previously mentioned, Elizabeth Adams showed back up. So obviously, George Washington wants to know, she's supposedly dead, the daughter of his vice president. And here she is at this party. He saw her walking past. Is this cardinal here? A duke's wife, so, technically a duchess. We're being slightly more precise about that sort of thing in the media and so on. Simply because of
Lives of the Noble Greeks and Romans by Plutarch, a biography of the great men.
Oh, I just can't. So, like I said, depending on what you manuscripts allow you to educate yourself during the adventure. At the start of each quest, you can choose what to read and gain permanent skill points. Cool. Push the enter button to access your menu. You can miss opportunities, so it is a little bit more time-based, and that's how it does the exploratory while still focusing on the character instead of having these silly little objects that you put together. Oh, I'm gonna get sidetracked. Don't do it!
My son. Oh, you are a godsend.
What's the matter, Your Eminence?
I believe Miss Adams may be in danger.
What do you mean?
Do you hear that? She is being manhandled in this small salon.
By whom?
I don't know exactly.
They're all
A thug, a Frenchman, it seems. By the cut of his cloth, I'd say he's a member of the French Revolutionary Government. You should do something, my son.
Of course I can. Going in.
Shit. I was supposed to make sure Adams wouldn't go back to her room. Don't worry, Your Eminence. I'll take care of it. Probably nothing to worry about.
Do you want me to call for help?
Please don't do anything. I'm sure with a little goodwill, everything will work out fine. Don't go and wake up the whole manor, please.
Thank you, my son. May God watch over you.
He's so rude. I mean, the French are what Americans would consider rude. We're very polite.
Who do you think you are?
Very polite. There are multiple paths to reach your objective. It may be a good idea to think twice before embarking on the first path you come to.
Give me, sir.
If we were in France, I'd have sent you to the guillotine for what you just said.
Please, just let me go back to my room.
want to stop that.
Hey, you! Stay out of it! This is none of your business. I'm gonna teach this little slut how to behave.
What the hell is going on?
Huh? I don't think you know who I am.
Stop. I beg you. I didn't mean to. Don't hit me, please, sir.
Shit. If I step in, Adams might just run back to her room. And if I do nothing, yes, Washington will have enough time to search, but this girl's gonna suffer. Damn it, what should I do?
You filthy whore!
I apologize. Have mercy. Please have mercy.
Immoral! How dare you!
I apologize. Nah, nah, nah.
I'm right
Mercy,
here.
have mercy. Nah, nah, nah. Where's that smart mouth now? I'll teach you a little respect. Huh?
Guess you just remind him where he is.
Dumbass, are you deaf? She said she was sorry.
Call me that again. That's what I thought. Now get out! I have to deal with this dirty slut.
A lot. I'm leaving? That's not what I meant by silence. This peasant's options are so limited. Character revealed Jacques Giraud.
Well, did you get time to search the room?
Yes, I found out many things.
Can you
Good.
take care of the salon?
Did Elizabeth give you any trouble?
Elizabeth? No. Well, you could have mentioned she was with a raving maniac, huh?
What do you mean?
She was with a Frenchman. He was about to beat her when I arrived.
What the devil are you talking about?
I thought he was gonna kill the poor girl.
Did you intervene?
I did what was necessary to give you enough time to search her room.
Good work, my friend. I knew that I could count on you.
So tell me, did you find any information?
Oh, yes. What I found is likely to upset you.
I'm already
What do you mean by
upset.
that?
Hit me, boy.
Elizabeth is indeed the daughter of John Adams.
Why pass her off as dead?
I found her
I
medical
find it
file.
party.
It appears that for many years, your mother was her personal doctor. From what I read, she behaved more like a butcher than a doctor.
What are you talking about? You're her friend. How can you call her a butcher?
The entire medical file is annotated and signed in her own hand.
Under what name?
Thank God I don't
My
have, like,
mother
a
uses
family
at
name for
least
this.
10 aliases when she's on a case.
These documents are signed by Dr. Beth Mopa, an anagram of
No.
Baphomet, an occult figure your mother was fond of whenever she was on a mission and wished to avoid justifying her actions.
That is perhaps a coincidence.
I'd like it to be. Do you believe your mother capable of torturing a child?
I mean, no?
My mother would never do something like that.
But she did, and with the blessing of the Order.
No, she wouldn't go that far. Prove it. Show me that file.
I left it in her room so as not to arouse suspicion.
My mother is not a monster.
I do not doubt that your mother meant well, but the techniques described in the file, it is pure torture.
My mother has many faults, but she's not the cruel woman you describe.
Believe what you will, but now you cannot say you were never told.
George! I thought we would be best friends. Not really, he's a little bit earthy for me, so I'm not particularly shocked that we're on opposite sides of the fence. Golden elixir cures all your negative alterations. Neat. This place is beautiful. It's panoramic on purpose. It rather than doing the screen, which you can search, does this sort of pan and then allows you to find the individual objects. They're moving towards that adventure game, which is awesome. I hated the pixel by pixel search. I don't feel that it made for arcade. I know that that's what they were going for. This guy has a thing for mythology. Lots of sculpture, beautiful paintings, that sort of thing. We have yet to meet him. He's the host of our party. So Alright, what were my other options here? We did have a vision. I think he's just putting together his perceptions. I grew up right by Lilydale, which is one of the most famous psychic organizations in the world. They actually consult with the FBI. And obviously the CIA has just recognized psychics. Most of what they do is just putting together things in a metaphoric way that makes you understand. And they specialize in speaking with your dead. So you receive a certain amount of instruction on that if you're kind of like a family in the area. And my family was. So, and then down south, I ran into it again where they believed in psychics in Savannah, Georgia, where I live. So.
Monsieur Napoleon Bonaparte.
Is it? So a lot of it is, you know, like they'll actually tell you. And I took a tarot reading class, etc.
Monsieur Jacques Perru.
They will actually just tell you, you know, like you have to go with your client. You know, recite things to upset your client. A lot of the times you're straightening out emotions. Be very careful what you do. If you say something that is false, that's bad. But if you say something that is untrue, you know, the client will help you. You're walking them down a path.
Few leaves out of an old encyclopedia.
They really do get into, you know, like, they don't ever say that it's, you know, hucksterism or scheist, but it's a lot more like a circus than it is a science. And then, you know, I've run into various organizations, trainers, masons.
Decorum guide.
What's a decent behavior? Can I read that right now? I'm kind of like, I'm in need of it. You're already knowing people by their physiognomy. Yeah, I ran into that. This was a biographies. Encyclopedia. 150 academics and scholars. Oh, so this just adds to my skill points. Erudition cannot be equipped. Definitely use this. Can I use this? I'll figure out the controls somewhere in here. I can't look at these without the neocap here. That's so hard. Like I said, Americans are very outspoken, and sometimes
That's not the right way.
People are chosen in acting and so on. In order to express us nationally and internationally, America is very aware of the fact that her media is weaponized, but also that it's a medium through which we communicate. So in addition to paying attention to, for instance, actors' names are important to places like England, where it helps them understand the differences in dialects.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
That was me when my mother was trying to communicate. I can't seem to get into the room. The only thing on here was some loose coins, so I don't know how that's going to help. I don't know what mystery we were trying to solve besides my mother's disappearance. She was hiding a book that we had stolen.
Your Eminence, what are you doing here?
I was worried about you, my son. How did it go with Miss Adams?
Oh well.
It could have been worse. Let's say that Miss Adams will remember it for a couple of days.
What? Did you not intervene?
Of course not. What did you want me to do? That thug could have snapped me in half in 2 seconds.
So, you prefer to let that fragile young lady take a beating rather than risk getting slapped around a bit yourself? Mr. Derice, your mother would not have been proud.
Listen, next time it happens, join me instead of hiding behind the door. If you're gonna talk big, back it up.
You should be ashamed. I will pray for your soul, my son.
Well, that's helpful.
Have a good night.
You have a better one, buddy. Also with you. We are not getting along. He has a letter from my mother, refuses to give it to me.
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
I'm entertaining the peasantry here. I would never address a cardinal like that in real life.
Louis, you're straying from your objective.
Yeah. What was my objective? What am I reading? We're going back downstairs, friend. We're going to find out about Miss Elizabeth. You know, is it too late to walk in there? Let's check this log. What we're really looking for is that book. Miss Adams' quarters don't appear to be up here, so we'll do a once more round. Oh, apparently they are. All right, hold on.
Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
Oh, hey, is the Duchess up? She's cool. No. 100% no on that. Definite no. Literally no. Not at all. There wasn't even a blockage sign like, hey, maybe later. Never at all. Dogging it out, looking for the next suite. Cardinal Piaggi, my rooms. That's Cardinal Piaggi. Is this Adams? No, that's Louis, that's me. Is he gonna dead end me?
Louis, you're straying from your objective.
He's gonna dead end me again. Apparently I'm going back to sleep. Let's see if I have another vision. Come have a vision with us, friends. It's stressful. According to the game, I'm not doing all of it. I'm not a peasant.
I'm exhausted. I better go to bed. I'll search my room tomorrow. If Mother stayed here right before me, you never know.
Staring at society.
And Mortimer had better show up.
I can talk to Smack, but I don't like this is there. Not that we're not cruel, mind you. Upper class is mean, but ooh, that's a failure. Okay, I was wondering, Howard before proof. I didn't feel that I had done that. I wanted to say about my mother. I could have found out more about the men of my vision. Lots of room for improvement here, according to this. I hate this rubric this is telling me because, like, there are things that you just do and don't do at parties, especially with personages. And I'm having a heck of a time following, the more plebeian version of it. All right, we decided to go with being a detective. Last time I chose occult, and it really just wasn't working for me. Psychology, vigilance, logic, agility, and questioning. I guess vigilance and questioning. Do I have one more? Let's see if we can max that out. And then we'll position someone slightly better. So I am in Ginger. This is what to play next. If it gives me a vision, I'll keep it in here. It's like after 2 minutes. If not, I'm going to go ahead and cut to the next one. Survey says. Well, anyways, this is what to play next. If you want to play the game, it's in a link for the first chapter, completely free. It's in the description below. Like,
alright, in my vision yesterday I saw that Mother had this room before me. I'd better search the room. Who knows? Maybe she left me something behind.
If you want to support the channel, if you love Pirate Queens, if you are a Pirate Queen, if you just want to support your own habit of constantly playing new games before finishing the last ones, buy some What to Play Next merch. Sport it, kick it, justify your existence as you forge ahead to the next game just like we do. We love you guys. Thank you so much for coming along for the ride. We will see you, the sinner, at the end of these 2 fingers in the next video.